the judge will be Joey Olmos. Also judging at ringside will be Lee Grossman. And your referee today, man in charge in the ring from San Francisco, Vern Bybee.
There are your officials.
Position in attendance, the chief is Dr. Jack Useem, assisted by Dr. Bernhard Schwartz. And on your microphone on ABC, Howard Cosell at ringside.
There's an unasked for plug with some concomitant booze.
All right, boxing fans, here we go.
Quickly,
rounds
as
of
Jimmy
boxing.
Lennon continues to
The
jog,
winner to continue the climb
they operate on a simplified five-point scoring system here in California. That means that the winner of a round can get from 1 to 5 points, never gets 5. At most, usually gets 2. The loser gets none. There's the introduction of Floyd Patterson. He's got a mystique about him, Patterson does. Through all the years, people have liked him.
Presenting on my right, red trunks of the white corner. He weighs in an even 100.
But this lad is from Bakersfield, California.
America's most promising young heavyweight, Irish Jerry Kworri.
Kind of like the home boy. The referee, Vern Bybee, is now giving the instructions. The instructions, unfortunately, aren't coming through to you. Let me review that scoring system. 1 point, at most, usually 2 points to the winner of a round. There would have to be a knockout involved, although the scoring system actually calls for 1 to 5 points. No points for the loser. If the round is considered even, each battler gets no points. Incidentally, Thad Spencer has just joined us, and he's going to be scoring this fight. Usually a pretty good index. We're ready now for the action, round 1. Watch Patterson's old familiar peekaboo style implanted in him by Customato. The hands up in front of the face, the elbows reasonably close together. Amato used to say it not only protected the face, but gave you better firepower. In later years, a lot of people think Amato taught it to Floyd because of the vulnerability of his chin. Quarry with a left to the stomach. Quarry with that right. That chopping right that decked Floyd in the second round of their last bout on June the 9th. There will be, of course, the mandatory 8 count in the event of a knockdown. Counting continues after the bell. You can't be saved by the bell. Floyd Patterson in the blue trunks. Jerry Kворri in the red velvet trunks. Heavyweight elimination quarterfinal. Floyd with a flurry, winding up with that left. Floyd at his best with those short, jolting combinations on the inside. Right above us, Quarry, and he had trouble in the last bout getting out of the corner. Now he's out with the break. This is Patterson against Quarry on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Note that Floyd will be moving from side to side, and Quarry got in a right there, and then Floyd came back with that series of blows, the combinations. Quarry with a left. Directly above us, this action is. We have a minute to go in round 1, and Patterson has certainly started faster in this fight than he did in the last one. Maybe that workout in the dressing room did the job for him, at least up to this point. We have 50 seconds to go in round 1, and Patterson has it. Again, Quarry's inability to get out of that corner is costing him, and costing him dearly. At 32, one had to wonder going into this fight, and one still must wonder how much Floyd has left. We have 25 seconds left. in this round one. Patterson in the blue trunks, Quarry in the red velvet trunks. The action good thus far, and Quarry got in a good left to the chin. Quarry had better learn to stay out of that corner. We're back at ringside for round two, live via ABC's Wide World of Sport. Patterson against Quarry, and Floyd kept his towel on mistakenly. That little sheepish look that he so often gives out with. They're in the center of the ring, as you can see, and Quarry was being told to stay away by the people in his corner. His co-managers are, of course, his father, Jack Quarry, and Johnny Flores, and he's got a great cut man, used to be a New Yorker, Teddy Bentham. Ernie Fowler is the man in Floyd's corner, at least the principal one. Ernie's been with Floyd for years, while others have gone by the wayside. That was, as you could see, butting, which the crowd viewed with some considerable disfavor. The action in the first round was excellent. The pace thus far in the second round markedly slower. Quarry going for the midsection. Quarry in the red trunks, Patterson in the blue trunks. Little bit of Floyd's old, almost amateurish habit of lunging, leaving his feet. But side to side, out of the peekaboo stance. That's the Patterson style through all the years. A right lead got Quarry. A right lead surprised Quarry. You saw it. After that right lead, you doubtless saw Quarry with a pretty good counter. This is a tough, rugged kid, hard to put down. 29 bouts, has won 24. Lost one, that's a Machin, and he drew 4 times. Patterson, of course, much more experienced. 52 bouts, 46 victories, 35 by knockouts, 5 defeats, and the draw with Quarry. Quarry with a good left. We have a minute left to go in this round two. Patterson against Quarry. Quarterfinal heavyweight elimination tournament. Jerry going hard to the midsection. I note that Thad Spencer gave round number 1 to Patterson 1 point to none. This round is going to be much harder to score. It's a better round for Quarry than the first one was. 30 seconds to go in round 2. Fighters in the middle of the ring. Floyd with that left lead. Floyd in the blue trunks. Quarry in the right, in the red velvet trunks. Live on ABC's Wide World of Sports. It's heavyweight boxing and a quick exchange between Patterson and Quarry. Oh! Just as in the first fight, the second round, the chopping right. First the left and then the chopping right. Patterson down. Fighting continuing after the bell. Or rather counting continuing after the bell. There's the bell again. The fighting, as you can see, going on. Remember, we told you earlier in the show that counting continues after the bell. Back at Olympic Auditorium, round 4. Patterson against Quarry. No marks yet on either fighter. Patterson down once thus far in the fight in the second round. Almost at the bell. Fighters, I might tell you, are using 10-ounce gloves. 10-ounce gloves. That's by law here in California. Makes it much harder to knock the adversary out when you wear 10-ounce gloves. A rule invoked for safety purposes after an unfortunate death to a fighter here in California back in 1963. 10-ounce gloves or no, Patterson went down in that second round from Quarry's fist. Floyd still jogging from side to side. Quarry moving with the left to the midsection. Not a bad fight so far. Got some action. A left by Floyd connecting. We have a minute and 50 seconds left in the fourth round. From the third round through the middle rounds in the last fight, Patterson took command. The one difference between this fight and its pattern and the fight they fought last time on June 9th is that most people at ringside have given Quarry the third round today and have Quarry leading 2 points to 1 and in effect 2 rounds to 1. Patterson generally having been considered to have won the first round. Quarry striking out from that corner. Patterson swinging back, and down goes Patterson again from a short right. The second time in the fight. We have a minute to go in round 4. Patterson down for the second time in the fight. Patterson directly above us. Quarry said he would finish Floyd by the 5th round. This is what he's trying to do. You've got to be impressed with Quarry, regardless of Patterson's glass chin, because this guy is tough. He's got the good left hook, he's got the strong right, and he can take punishment. We have 15 seconds left. Round 4. Patterson in the blue trunks. Quarry in the red velvet trunks. Patterson down twice thus far in this fight. Looked good in the first round. Round 10, Olympic Auditorium, live on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Patterson against Quarry. At ringside, they are rated about even as we scan most of the unofficial votes at ringside, and yet the general consensus is that Джерри Кворри must have a slight edge because he registered the only 2 knockdowns of the fight. 1 in the second round, 1 in the fourth round. Quarry's pace has definitely tailed off, though, in the last 3 rounds. This is why he's seeking the move, staying away, and fighting in those quick counter-punch flurries that you saw at the end of the bell. They're directly above us. Funny thing, you watch Patterson now today at age 32. The legs keep moving up and down, but they're not springy the way once. A good right lead. There it was again. This time, Quarry again pinned against the ropes. And there's that amateurish lunge by Patterson. Failure to take advantage of a situation with a move like that. But that right lead has been his most effective weapon in this fight. That's the 4th time in this bout. Now he's got Quarry directly ahead of us in the corner against the ropes. Floyd got to him again and again. 2 good weights. Thad Spencer has just yelled to me that the snap is going out of Quarry. Feels that Patterson's punches to the midsection have weakened Quarry to a point where the snap is gone. That remains to be seen. We've got about a minute left in the 10th round of this fight. Floyd Patterson against Джерри Кворри, quarterfinal, World Boxing Association heavyweight elimination bout. Live via ABC's Wide World of Sports as Patterson again gets the right lead in against the left side of Quarry's face. Oddly, there has been no bloodshed. Oh, another good right by Patterson against Quarry. Quarry stunned. Tough, though. 28 seconds left in the round. Now the question is, can Patterson keep this pace up? And how much has really gone out of Quarry? Does he have anything left? We have 10 seconds left. We're going to go right to Джерри Кворри's corner after this round, the 10th round. The final round, round 12. Live on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Floyd Patterson against Jerry Kvorri. Patterson to the left of your screen in the blue trunks. Quarry in the bright red velvet trunks. Floyd beginning with the left jabs, trying to be the aggressor in this, the final round. Leave the judges, the referee, obviously with the right impression. Quarry will be endeavoring to do the same thing. That's a slip. Just a slip. No knockdown. Two minutes and 5 seconds left in this, the final round, the 11th round. A jolting left hook by Floyd Patterson to the right side of Quarry's face. Floyd with the left jab now, trying to set him up for the right. Straight right lead, Patterson's most effective punch in this fight. Minute and 35 seconds left. Immediately the bell rings. This reporter will be getting up within the ring to talk with the winner and possibly the loser too. We have a minute and 10 seconds to go in the final round. Both fighters are tired now, both of them. The punches don't have the snap. We have 50 seconds left, and based upon our time commitments, we may not be able to wait on the decision. We may have to on the decision in order to talk to the fighters. We may have to talk to them before the decision itself is rendered. But you will be here, of course, for that decision. No question about that. We're down to 15 seconds left. There'll be a final flurry by both fighters. There's the action. There's the bell to the end of the fight. We'll be back in the center of the ring in just a minute.
Your attention, fans. In a great fight, we have a split decision. Referee Byrne by the scores at 6 Patterson, 6 Quarry. He calls it a draw. He is overruled by judges at ringside, Joey Olmos and Lee Grossman, with identical scorecards. 6 for Patterson, 7 for Quarry. The winner, Quarry!
All right, you've heard it. You've heard it, and you hear the reaction. Fans are throwing things into the ring. Jerry